Namaste to one and all. Welcome to my channel. According to the new education policy 2020, the competency based education is very important, and teachers and students are more bothered about the competency based education and evaluation. So I thought of taking part 1 module of Diksha about competency based education. Let us see what about the competency based education. Before this, I am giving you some general views about competency based education. I already recorded competencies. Just I had taken these competencies as a general concept. What is the meaning and what are the different categories? Competencies, the definition of skill. We always used to see the meaning of skill and competencies in similar way. That is, the definition of skills and competencies are very similar. That is, doing a thing that is ability to do thing in perfection. That is, ability to do something well. That is the definition of skill and competencies. But we have to see that whether there is any difference between skills and competencies. Skill means ability to do something, and competencies are behaviors. It is associated with the behaviors, competencies. Skill is there, but it is also associated with the behaviors. That is, the second point tells skills are specific. Yes, a surgeon, a doctor who is doing surgery, specialization, that is a particular skill. And so that when it comes about the skill, the knowledge, ability, how to do that, that is, what is the ability to do that skill plus knowledge, that is awareness, present awareness, latest technology. So together, all this together we call as competencies. And it will be more clear when we are dividing the competencies into 3 categories. What are the 3 categories? Behavioral competencies, technical competencies, and leadership competencies. And let us see what about the behavioral competencies. Behavioral competencies means teamwork. Is doing a work. Suppose in school level, a project has been given, one particular task has been given, you know that supports group decisions and puts group success ahead of own goals. They are getting the goals together, they are having some decisions, they will discuss, and after all they are reaching that goal, so puts group success and ahead of own goals. So this is teamwork, not the school only. Suppose it is outside, that is in an industry is concerned, a group work may be there to attain the goal. What should be the output the present year, or by the end of this month, how much product should be produced, what should be, how much we have to sold out, where we have to sell it out, like that. So you know that it is a teamwork. Not only the school level, you know that outside school, that is in the real life situation, the competencies based education is important, because not just the rote learning, just remembering and writing down the answers, but what the child has to do in the real life situation. So in the real life situation means after learning, after the studies, most often he has to find out one livelihood. So for that purpose, the child should have some competencies. Among the competencies, behavioral competencies we are talking about, there is teamwork is very important. Whatever the relationship between employer and employee, whatever the relation between employees in between, so like that, to attain the goals. Then problem solving, analyzes problems by obtaining and organizing relevant information. So suppose teacher is giving a task, how the child is, how the children, suppose it is a teamwork, or if it is a student, that is individual assignment has been given, how they are doing, analyze the problems by obtaining and organizing relevant information. From where I will get this information, so what I have to do, how many days I needed, all this together we say the problem solving, that is in order to solve. So in real life situation, child may be facing some challenges, some problems, how he can solve it. So some training we are giving in the school level itself. That is problem solving. Then customer service. The customer service, when we hear about the customer service, we will think about how when we buy a product, how the person, how that particular company is assisting us through customer service. That we, of course, we remember about it. But here we can see that it is approachable and willing to help others. That is the meaning. Whether a person is approachable, whether that person is willing to help others. Only by having a skill, only by having a ability, that it will not satisfy. So there we needed, suppose a teacher is going around, teacher is observing the class. The teacher knows, yes, that person will do that. Yes, that person will help others. So like that, approachable and willing to others. Then result orientation. What are the steps to achieve the goals? That is also important. So here, so customer service, that is approachable and willing to help others, result orientation, then communication, effectively communicate what is what is happening, like that, effectively communicate. And I'm telling you all these things, some general things regarding competencies, not based on the CBSE's competency based education. I'm talking about something we should know what is competencies. That is why I have taken this topic. What about competencies are? And so this together we call it as behavioral competencies, because skills are specific. Yes, when we say skills are specific, but competencies are broad skill plus ability and knowledge, I told you. And here we can see the behavioral competencies, that is the broad, and technical competencies. Second comes the technical competencies. Technical competencies are concerned these days. We know that computer, that is information technology, is very important. Programming is important. Hardware is important. And that is really a skill and ability to do, ability to repair, ability to find out how we can achieve that particular programming, like that. That is very important. So technical competencies. And the present generation is well versed with the technical competencies, I think so. And coming to the third one, the leadership competencies. Among the leadership competencies, motivation and inspires. Yes, that person, a person, whether the person is motivating you or inspiring you only because of the person you are doing so, or you have selected that particular stream of learning, or you have you opted for that career I will do because he or she has excelled in that particular. So that is inspires and motivates. A person is motivating, a motivator, or inspires others. That is very important. If it is if the learning is going on as a pedagogical tool or as a process of learning, teaching that I told you, and at the same time outside the school level, outside for a career level also, this is very important. That is positive thinking should have, so that will attract others to do something good for the community. Then acts with empathy and compassion. Empathy and compassion. What is sympathy? Sympathy means suppose one person is going through some hardship, some pain, some difficulties. You are also joining and you are showing your recognition of that particular feeling is I am also with you, like that. And what about empathy? Empathy, that you are understanding that other person is going through particular difficulties. It is not necessary that you should share the feelings together. But yes, if I am in that position, what will happen? You are understanding that you are moving like that. You are supporting that person. That is empathy. And so then diversity, that is, it embraces diversity. Embraces diversity means that you should understand that he or she is so and so she has done so or he has done so. So there is no need to criticize that as that position or in that particular situation he or she has done. Suppose some problems are there, like that, accommodate the diversity. That is embraces the diversity. is Embrace the Diversity, is 10th standard political science lesson, first lesson, we can see the accommodation of Belgium. Is so like that, because diversity is as French speaking people and Dutch speaking people, you know that you are accommodating that way. Here under the competencies, 3 categories, leadership categories, the leader should embrace the diversity, only then the team will go effectively. So these are the 3 categories. Then coming to that, we can see different types of competencies. This different type of competencies also most often associated with what I said already. Yes, what are they? Communication. Yes, effective communication is very important. Isn't it? Communication. But you know that some people may not be communicating, but you know that they may be doing something else. Yes, competency based education is that one person may be having that much skill in one particular activity. He may be more proficient about that, but may not be so active or so proficient in another area. So communication, then decision making. Quick decision has to be taken in some particular situations. Decision making, and head of education institution, head of an industry, head of the nation, head of the state. You know that they have to take quick decisions in particular critical moments. That is very important. So then leadership. This already I told you what about the leadership. Leader should accommodate the diversity, and leader should have empathy and compassion. And result orientation is wherever it is we are aiming at a goal, that goal should be achieved. So that is a result orientation, whether it is in a classroom or outside the classroom. Also a person should be that way trained. In school we can train them how you can achieve that. How, suppose you feel some difficulties, don't sit idle, you have to overcome that. So by overcoming the challenge, you know that you can achieve the result or the goal. Then teamwork. In order to achieve a goal, some cases it may be based on some teamwork. So teamwork is also very important. Then trustworthiness. Yes, suppose you are together you are doing a thing, most often you know that trustworthiness is very important, very, very important. How an organization is working, how an industry is working, how a school is working. Trustworthiness, we know that is head of the school or the subject wise teachers, how they are distributing the papers, collecting the answer sheets. There you know that some of them same answer sheet may be checked by different teachers. So there may be a trustworthiness that the number may be correct, or the students, they will do like that. Yes. So trustworthiness is very important. Having a teamwork for the success of a unit. Yes. Then responsibilities is here. In the competencies, responsibilities are very important. The people should understand that what is a responsibility. According to the responsibility, they have to behave. So that is why a person knows a particular thing, but that alone is not enough. Yes, that particular skill plus ability, and also having the knowledge to do that. That is very important. Ability means that without laziness, he has to do that. Then commercial awareness is updates is what is happening the latest, that also should be taken into account. Then only a person can move forward with success. Then professional development is also told you what happened, what is happening, what is going on. The developments a person should understand wherever it is, whatever it is, a student or a teacher or a public, you know that they should know what about the professional development is taking place. Then technical skill, of course technical skill also very important. Is most often all these categories you can find these competencies based on these 3 type of categories. So I hope you understood what is the meaning of competencies, how the competencies are different from skills, and what are the 3 types of competencies. So you understood what is the meaning of competency and skill. The skill and competency both are different, and skill competency is a behavior, and we can see the categories of competency based education and different types of competencies. Also we have seen. Now let us see according to the Diksha module part 1 what it tells about. Yes, definition. Competency means knowledge plus skills plus abilities. Yes, more than the ability, the skill we should have, ability to do that we should have that, and moreover we should have the knowledge also. So skill should be associated with the knowledge and ability. So then only the competency will work out. How much capable we are to do that particular skill. So that is the competency, meaning of competency. And 5-point working definition of competency based education. 5-point. That is demonstrated mastery. As we are getting mastery of that particular skill. That is the demonstrated mastery. What you know, how you are, that by doing that and by showing that you are showing that this is my skill you are having about it. Then well-defined competencies and learning outcomes is under competency based education. It is well defined. This is so and so, and what should be the outcome, what should be the learning outcomes also well defined. Then meaningful assessments and positive learning experience. Assessment should be meaningful and the positive learning experience is what you are doing after learning this, what the child should have learned. That is a outcome, and that outcome can be assessed. Meaningful assessment should be there, and also positive learning experience it tells about. Then differentiated support based on individual learning needs. Here a positive learning experience, because the child, that student is well versed in that, the child like that particular area, so he is ready to do that particular skill, and he will exercise his ability for that, and he is using his knowledge also. Knowledge means not simply reading that, he is analyzing and he is understanding. This way, suppose this under this situation what should be done. So more than the skill, he should use it according to the knowledge, according to the updates. What about the present condition? What technology we can use? So like that, we have learned the categories. So with that, the child is having a positive learning experience from that. Then differentiated support based on individual learning needs. Differentiated support based on individual learning needs. That is according to the competency based education, not the rote learning. We are doing it, we are understanding it, and we are doing, and different students are having different taste, different skill, that we should identify. Some of them may be very well versed in drawing. So that part we can give to those children, and we can assist how to do that. Suppose you are drawing, sketching out, that some particular proportion we need, how the drawing starts. So that way support should be given. First of all, suppose a child who is learning to ride bicycle, first of all we have to support. After all only, by supporting, by doing exercise, after all only the child is ready to go without the support. I think the word used for this purpose is scaffolding. I think so. Yes. And support based on individual learning needs according to the needs of the child. Some children may be knowing very well, but some we needed the support. The teachers should give the support to compete enough. The child should make his competency in that particular area. Yes, and learning outcome emphasize competencies that include application. Is application level. Learned one thing, in the application level let him do. For the application, that is very important. So the thing is that after learning, after going through a course, after learning a particular grade, the child should have the knowledge of that particular thing, how to apply it. This means that the child should be having a livelihood after coming out from the schools and universities. Yes. Then analyze it. The learning outcome emphasis include application. analyzes, is he should be in a position to analyze what he has learned, not simply by learning one sentence or one topic, but he is analyzing what should be done in that particular situation, what I have to do. Analyze. Then evaluation of competencies and content is evaluation, and that is the teacher's duty to evaluate the competencies and content of that is. So the students should have the capability to analyze. So that analyze leads to the critical thinking, problem solving, etc., which is connected to this type of competencies. Then 6 components of competency-based education. Competency-based education, we call it as CBE. What are they? Clearly defined learning outcomes. Yes, after learning this, the child should have learned this and this. A clear, well-defined outcomes already outlined. That is that. And flexibility of time frame to achieve learning outcomes. Flexibility of time frame. Some child may be given 1 week, some may be getting 2 weeks. According to the ability, according to the capacity, that may be varying. Not a correct schedule. Yes, you should have studied this way, not that. According to his ability, we have to adjust that flexibility of time frame to achieve the learning outcomes. That is, the child is not that much proficient enough at that particular topic, so time should be given, and that means according to that the learning abilities are different, the capabilities are different, not simply rote learning. According to that, according to the competencies, where he is so proficient, where he is having more ability, according to the ability let him grow. So if a child needs more time should be given. That is it. So most of it is a pleasant result will produce. Otherwise, a child is not so efficient to do that particular skill. So you know that time may not be sufficient. Most often we can see that for the examination also, the 3-year board examination, more time is allotted, or more time most often will be given a particular students who can't go along with the mainstream of the students that we know. So like that, flexibility should be there to get the outcome. Then multiple pedagogies, yes, pedagogies, learning teaching tool, you know, that is different pedagogies are doing. So different pedagogies should be, multiple pedagogies can be used, and according to the art integrated learning, a topic can be learned through music or dance or painting. Different suggestions have been given by the CBSE. So like that, multiple pedagogies can be used. Yes. Then criteria referred to, variety of engaging content. Yes, content can be engaged in different manners. Variety of engaging content. First of all, how that particular topic can be taught to the child. Let the child go out of that and let him make a survey, or let him himself find it out, and after come and say what it is. Yes, like that. Different engaging, variety of engaging content is about, I have told about it in my video that supposed to see the shadow. What about how the sun rays are falling? In the mornings and evening, the sun rays are falling in a slanting way, and at noon it is in a vertical way. So you know that the shadow at noon, it may be smaller, it may be shorter, and in the morning and evening it may be longer. The shadows are longer. Before teaching that, you can ask the child to go out and see what about it, or the next day, or after 1 week. Suppose it is Friday, you can see that Saturday and Sunday, you as you are staying at home, now already staying at home itself, you know that, and find it out. What about this? You analyze 1 day from morning to evening, you can understand what about the how the shadows are there. So this way you can give that particular content to the child, what is happening. So different possibilities are there regarding chemistry, how the different chemicals can be used. In higher classes, you can see that the practicals are there. So like that, different variety of engaging content. Then criteria reference the testing is criteria reference testing. Testing can be done with the criteria. Already criteria should be formulated for testing or for making examinations. Then demonstrated learning outcomes is demonstrated learning, what you have learned, that should be demonstrated if you are using the competency based education. Then impact of CBE on learning. Communicates expectations to students. Communicate, first of all, communicate what should be after learning this, what you should have learned. Communicates expectations to the students. As we are expecting so and so. After learning this topic, you are learning this much. You should have learned about this. So expectations should be given first. Then enhances teacher-learner interaction. Yes, of course, there we needed teacher-learner interaction. Yes, teacher-learner interaction is very important. So if somebody is doubtful, yes, the teacher can give support. So teacher-learner interaction is very important as it is learner-centric. Yes, uses creative and learner-centric methods and techniques to enhance learning. Before giving the topic, before explaining the topic, the students can be given a particular way how the child is learning in the motivation. While a teacher is taking class, first of all we are giving the motivation or a ice breaking activity. Through that the children are coming to the topic. Like that, here uses creative and learner centric methods and techniques to enhance learning. This may be enhancing the child to learn that particular topic. Then offers flexibility to adopt variety of strategies based on different styles of students. Based on different styles of students, different strategies, flexibility to adopt variety of strategies. Told you what they are interested in. According to that, the strategies should be implemented, the strategies should be planned. Yes, this child is so he is not so well versed in writing, or he is so well versed in technology wise. So like that, according to their taste, it should be enhanced. Therefore, the child will come up and different people have different abilities. So find out the abilities and boost it. That is a major basic thing regarding competency based education. Not rote learning, simply remembering something and producing it. Not that. Something in application level. From the classroom, from the school, the child is in the real life situation, what the child is going to do. That is important. So, offers flexibility to adopt variety of strategies based on different styles of the students. Assess students on areas that they understood. What they understood, according to that, what they understand, according to that, assessment should be done. So that maybe it is pleasant situation will be there. The child will think that yes, this I know, so this topic the teacher is assessing me. What about whether I know it? As I know it, I am so satisfied. Then focuses on quality of learning rather than volumes. Instead of volumes, you are focusing on the quality. There is quality is better than quantity. That is another major concept of competency based education. Then whatever the school's readiness about implementing competency based education. 5 stages have been given in this module. It is a first one, trying to understand. Yes, the the staff understanding what is competency based education. Then considering implementation, how we will implement that competency based education. Then planning to start. Yes, now you understood how to implement it. Then planning to start. Then presently providing few grades and subjects. Not all on a sudden from 1st standard to 12th standard. From all subjects it is applying. Few subjects, few grades. This is applying. Later, when the school is reaching the 5th stage, presently providing in all grades and subjects to fulfill the competency based education and thereby competency based evaluation. So this is the part 1, Diksha, about the competency based education. I hope you got an idea about competency based education. I have uploaded one video about competency based evaluation. Competency based evaluation. You just see that particular video about the basic things regarding competency-based evaluation. What is the change applied in 10th standard and 12th standard board examination? Thank you.